This is Jacqueline Price, aka Rich Sister, and I welcome you to another edition of Thoughts for Vision. Inspirational topics to help get you through life. I thank God for this opportunity, and I thank you all out there for tuning in today. If you need more info about me, about Thoughts for Vision, there's one place and one place only for you to go to, and that's what I like to call my one-stop shop. Check out my website, www.JackieJackieAP.com. If you need info about the Thoughts for Vision blog and radio shows, social network pages, you want to donate to Thoughts for Vision, you need any of my info such as headshots and resumes from my LinkedIn page, whatever have you, that is the place to go to. My one-stop shop. Go to it, Jackie, JackieAP.com. Once again, JackieAP.com. Check it out. Want to welcome you all here today. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Okay? Thank you, as always, for tuning in to Thoughts for Vision. Is just a blessing every time I come on with you, and I enjoy being with you. Definitely, as a reminder, going to start off as a reminder, the Thoughts for Vision 7th anniversary continues throughout November the 8th. So I welcome you to during this time. Definitely, if you would like to make a special anniversary donation, I definitely welcome you to do that, because there's so much more I want to do through Thoughts for Vision. Or me personally, as I already mentioned, I love to go out start doing speaking engagements, and definitely stuff through Thoughts for Vision. I would love to do, I'd love for one day to do a Thoughts for Vision retreat, or give you more opportunities to have more opportunities to give away stuff like that. So much I would love to do through Thoughts for Vision, but I can't do it alone. I could use some help, okay? So if you want to be a special blessing during this anniversary period, okay? Like I said, anniversary continues throughout November the 8th, because November the 8th is anniversary specifically of the Thoughts for Vision radio show, okay? And I just thank you all for whatever support you have been to Thoughts for Vision. Thank you so much for your support. But I would love for you to sow a special anniversary donation during this time. And the way you can do that is to go to my website at JackieAP.com and click on the donate button at the very top. Okay, at the very top, when you get to the page, you'll see the donate button, which will lead to my PayPal page. So please feel free to go there and make a special donation. Just like I said, once again, thank you all so much. Whatever support you've been to Thoughts for Vision, whether it's checking out the blog, listening to the radio show. You may have started listening while I was on Blog Talk Radio, or you may have just started following me since doing Facebook Live. However the means, however long, doesn't matter. This may be your first time watching the show today. Doesn't matter. Just thank you so very, very much for your support, which you have been during this time of Thoughts for Vision. Like I said, celebrating 7 years of the Thoughts for Vision blog and radio show. Like I said, it continues throughout November the 8th. So I welcome you to be that special blessing. I appreciate whatever you do, and however you're to be a blessing. Just search through your heart, and I welcome you to share. If it's laid on your heart to share a special donation, that's great. Or if not, if nothing more than well wishes you'd like to offer me during this period, welcome you to go to JackieAP.com. On any of my social networks, you can wish me well. I'd love to hear from you how Thought Vision has blessed your life. I would love to hear from you. So I welcome you to do that. Like I said, if you feel led to make a special donation, that's welcome to. Like I said, all that can be done at the website at JackieAP.com. Right below in the comments, I welcome you to check it out. Okay? Today, I got some other announcements, but for just a second, just a few minutes before I get to my other announcements, I just want to focus on, it seems as though lately in my devotionals, in fact, going to Bible study last night where it was kind of focused on, and definitely Lord is leading me to talk about humility. And I read in my devotional today, I'm just going to give you the title of my devotional, it was titled, Humility is a Choice. Humility is a choice. And I welcome you to read the devotionals. Lately, for the, I guess it's been a month now, I've been reading the devotionals from Pastor Rick Warren. He's, of course, the pastor of Saddleback Church and the author of the infamous book, The Purpose-Driven Life. So I welcome you. The title of his devotionals is called Daily Hope with Pastor Rick. So I welcome you to go to his website and check those out sometimes. Really some great devotionals, and also you can listen to podcasts as well. And I've been, for the last month, I guess it's been now, checking out his devotionals and podcasts. And for the last couple of devotionals, it's been centered around being humble. And that's what I want to offer you, at least the title of today's devotional. Humility is a choice. And it just, when you think about it, that is so true. Humility is a choice. And that's what we got to all look at ourselves with. Do you find that you have a problem with being humble? And sometimes we can kind of get too much into ourselves and don't think enough about how much has, number one, first of all, God has helped us with. God has made the way, prepared the way for us to be where we're at in this point in time. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, God. Of course, now nose wants to start running right. But we don't think enough about, number one, first of all, how God has prepared us. Prepared things to happen with us. Okay? As well as, other people, how other people have played a part in anything that we've done. And I like what the title alone of the devotional, it's saying, humility is a choice. And that's just something I just want to kind of leave y'all with. Just that saying alone, humility is a choice. And I like what he said within a couple, what Pastor Rick said in a couple of his devotionals, where he was talking about, nowhere in the Bible says, it says nowhere in the Bible where God asks us to pray to be humble. That's on us to stay humble. That's not something that we have to pray about per se. It's on us to control and not let pride get in the way, you know. Because I don't know if anybody would admit to having a problem with pride. I know me, for myself, I sometimes have to get me in check, you know, because it's very easy to get off track when it comes to really being humble. And I don't know if y'all ever felt that way as well. Have you ever, you know, they always ask you to touch your neighbor. Well, touch your neighbor and ask them, you know, of course we don't want to look at ourselves. Ask them, have you ever had a problem with pride? You know, see, of course we don't want to look at ourselves because we don't do things wrong. We don't make mistakes, right? But you just got to simply admit that we do. Sometimes in life, we miss the mark. We miss the mark. And God is willing, ever so willing, to quickly check you when you miss the mark. And that's just simply because He loves you. He loves you. He loves you. See, the Bible talks about how He corrects His children. The Bible talks about how He corrects His children. God does not see if He's not correcting you, then you're not His child. That's just the bottom line. I'm gonna put this in the comments. Like I said, that's the devotional that I've been checking out lately. So I welcome you to check out that devotional by Pastor Rick Warren sometimes. It's really a great devotional. Like I said, been reading it got to be a month now, last month. So I just wanted to put that in the comments. So if you want to check it out, you can. But I just want to offer that to you as a quick thought, as a quick nugget that you can take with you and use throughout the week. Okay? A quick nugget. I mean, just that one. I welcome you to go and read the actual devotional. I mean, that's today's devotional. It's called Humility is a Choice. So I'm just alone passing on that title to you to just marinate and resonate with throughout the rest of your week. Okay? But of course, the devotionals are done every day. But I welcome you to go and read that devotional in full, as well as all of the other devotionals that he does every day, because he does the devotional every day and podcasts and things like that. So I just simply leave you with that to muddle over throughout the rest of the week. If you find yourself having a problem staying humble, if you have an issue where pride gets in your way, I mean, that was even talked about a little bit in Bible study last night, and where he was mentioning about pride getting in the way. I mean, it seems like last few things I've been reading about was about pride, because don't get it twisted. God hates pride. See, the Bible says, it's a verse in the Bible that says, pride goes before destruction and haughtiness before a fall. See, if you let pride get too much out of control, a fall is coming. That's all I can tell you. You let pride get, you get gripped up too much with pride, a fall is coming. A fall is coming. See, like what I talked about a couple of weeks ago on the show, the last topic that I did, where I was talking about the story in the Bible about the 3 Hebrew boys and having to deal with Nebuchadnezzar. Now, that was a good example of somebody who got gripped up with pride. And everything out of his mouth was, I. I did this, I created this, I did that. And God tried to warn him. He tried to warn him through Daniel, with having Daniel interpret his dream. He tried to warn him through the 3 Hebrew boys when they refused to bow down to his statue. And of course he threw them in there and they weren't harmed at all. You know, different ways where God tried to warn Nebuchadnezzar, but he would not get a handle on his pride. So with that, he ended up losing his kingdom and going insane. You know? You know, I mean, that's the bottom line. Lost his kingdom and went insane because of not getting hold of his pride. Because God does not like pride. He wants you to be humble. God honors humility. Like I said, it's something I admit it in myself. And sometimes I gotta get a hold of, me sometimes. I don't know if anybody else is willing to admit that. I mean, ask yourself that question. Do you need to get a hold of you sometimes? Jackie sometimes have to check Jackie. Because sometimes she lets stuff get out of hand. With my thoughts, with my actions. Sometimes I gotta reel in Jackie. Ask yourself, do you have to reel in yourself sometimes? Something to ask yourself, do you have to reel you in? See, sometimes don't worry about trying to. See, the easiest way we distract ourselves with that is we want to reel everybody else in. We want to tell everybody else how to handle their life, or we become distracted with other things. We don't really want to deal with ourselves, so we have these distractions that come into our life. We have these distractions, whether it's other people, whether it's television, whether it's social media. We have all these. We allow these distractions to come into our lives. Distractions. Have you ever had a distraction come into your life and threw you all off course? And that's what we got to check. That's why we have got to work on staying humble, on staying focused on God and what He would have for us to do in this present time. So it's a choice that only you can make for yourself. It's a choice only you can make this choice for yourself. To stay on the path that God has you on by being humble and staying focused, not dragging your feet, but not going ahead of Him either, I mean, there's that balance, you know. We shouldn't be dragging our feet, you know. If we know we hear from God about something, He's telling us to go. I mean, as long as He's telling us, there's no need for us to drag our feet. We can just go. We, we can just go. But we don't want to go ahead of Him either. We don't want to go ahead of God either. Wait until He says go. Don't go on your own, because you go on your own, then you're going to have to deal with it on your own. Because God in ends is going to only help with what He's put in place to begin with. See, He's not going to help us on stuff that we just drudged up in our own mind. You know, did you know, before we make our plans, you think about what the Bible says. We make our plans, but He directs our steps. Excuse me, y'all. Of course, all this want to go on while I'm trying to speak. This is at times like this where you can use a mute button, right? But God, we make our plans, but God directs our steps. And He is only going to He's only going to help us with what is ordered by Him in the first place. Now, if we go off because of pride and do our own thing, excuse me, y'all. Oh, God. Ooh, I may need to take a break and start over again, because I may have to set this again, because now, look, I'm going to stop this and I'm going to come back, okay? Okay, y'all, I am back. Hopefully, this coughing jag is past. Sorry, I just had to take a break and start over, okay? So, part 2, as we continue. But like I said, humility is a choice. That's the bottom line. Humility is a choice. Ask God to help you with that. If you have an issue with having to get a hold of yourself, like I said, if you have a problem with pride, ask the Lord to help you. You know, help. You know, sometimes we got to ask God, hey, help me get a hold of me. Okay? You know? And that's the bottom line. You know? That's one of those things, you know? And He will give you warnings, you know? He will give you warnings. Like I was talking about before, as Nebuchadnezzar was given warnings through Daniel and the 3 Hebrew boys about his pride. He ignored them. But we have got to be careful and not ignore God's warning signs about whatever is going on in our life. Okay? He gives you a warning sign. He gives you a warning sign. And we got to pay attention to those warning signs, or we can easily get off track. We can easily get off track. And that's what I leave you with today as that devotional title, Humility is a Choice. So I welcome you to read that. That link is posted under the first video. Okay? So you can check out that link and check out the devotionals. Okay? on your own time, okay? So that is all I have to share with that. Like I said, definitely check out the first video if you didn't see it. Had to do had to continue with this part 1 because of the coughing jag I had. I just had to stop. Sorry, y'all. Had to stop. So if you missed the contents from the first video, just go check that out as well. But I hope that what I said has helped you. Remember that humility is a choice, and we have to look to God. You know, we really need to always look to God with any and everything that we are doing in our life. Just anything. We need to run across to God first. You know, as I said, the Bible says we make our plans, but God directs our steps. So anything we're talking about doing in any area of our life, we should be inquiring God's help, asking God, is this the way I'm to go? You know, we should be constantly asking God for direction. Always. With any steps that we take in our life. Just remember that. Ask God to help you in your walk. Ask God to help you in your walk. And He will. He will direct the path. Because, as I say all the time, God has the plan. He has the purpose for your life, okay? So always remember that, okay? And that's all I got to say on that topic, okay? But I definitely want to remind you all again, Thoughts for Vision anniversary, 7th anniversary, is continuing throughout to November the 8th. Once again, thank all of you again so very, very much for your support with Thoughts for Vision. Whether you checked out the blog, checked out the radio show, just thank you so very, very much for your support always, okay? Thank you so much. Like I said, I want to be a special blessing to Thoughts for Vision in the form of an anniversary donation. I welcome you to check out the website that's commented below, JackieAP.com, and you can hit the donate button to lead to my PayPal site, or if it's nothing more than well wishes, welcome you to do that as well on any of my social network pages, or if you want to send an email to thoughtsforvision@yahoo.com, you can do that as well, and just share what Thoughts for Vision has meant to you. Just love to hear from you. Also, before I go, I want to remind you again, I posted it officially on social media networks on Monday. Just definitely want to reiterate again, a big thanks to Biblical Films for the nomination. For those of you who don't know, haven't seen it yet, I have been nominated in the 11th annual COSAC Awards. Okay? I've been nominated for Best Character Actor in a Film or Play for my role in Shaking the Mess Out of Misery. Once again, a big thanks to Lamont and Rosemarie Coleman, and like I said, Biblical Films for that great honor. And the 11th annual COSAC Awards is coming up December the 3rd. So definitely look forward to that, participating in that. But the voting is going on right now, and the voting is going to continue throughout till November the 20th. So if you want to vote, you definitely can. Please let me know that you want to vote, and I will send you a ballot, okay? I can either send it to you by email or or by inboxing you, like here on Facebook, or just maybe any other social media networks that you would prefer. Definitely, I will send you the ballot if you would like to vote in the awards. Definitely, I welcome you to come out to the awards. Like I said, the 11th annual COSAC Awards is coming up December the 3rd. If you would like to come, tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. So if you'd love to come, I'd love to see you there. Just a wonderful honor once again. Big thanks to Lamont and Rosemary Coleman for the nomination. Once again, I've been nominated for Best Character Actress in a Play or Film for my role in Shaking the Mess Out of Misery. And definitely those of you who sent your congratulations already, thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. But like I said, if you would like a ballot to vote, please contact me and I will send you one. Or definitely, if you want to come to the awards, like I said, awards take place December the 3rd. And like I said, tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. For more info about any of this information that you would need, you can go to the website at www.biblicalfilms.org. I'm going to post that in the comments. Once again, for more information about the COSAC Awards, about Biblical Films, and understand Biblical Films is a network. They have different facets of the network. They have COSAC, they have the Film Factory, they have Crew Hollywood. It's different facets. It's really a network, okay? And one of them being COSAC. And for those of you who don't know, COSAC, okay, because it's going to take forever. What COSAC stands for, it stands for the Coleman and Smith Artistic Company, okay? So that's what the acronym COSAC stands for, okay? But it's different facets, okay, of this ministry, okay? So I welcome you to check it out. Once again, for more info that you may need about Biblical Films as a whole, or any of their other ministries through the Biblical Films Network, definitely go to the website www.biblicalfilms.org. Once again, www.biblicalfilms.org. Okay? So I welcome you to definitely check that out. Once again, big thanks to Lamont and Rosemary Coleman in Biblical Films for that honor. Welcome you to vote. Please vote. Like I said, I will send you the ballot. But also, I think you can go to the website and get the ballot as well. So however you want to do it, you can either go to the website or you can just ask me and I will send you the ballot, okay? But definitely welcome you to come out, of course, to the COSAC Awards coming up December the 3rd. Like I said, tickets are $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Would love to see you there, okay? And thank you so much for your support in that, okay? And with that, that is going to wrap up the show for today. Like I said, sorry for having to take that mini break, but that's just the way it happens sometimes. That's what I'm going to have to do. I have to just stop the video and start it all over again. It's all good, okay? So I welcome you. If you missed definitely the first video, if you missed the first video, or if you missed a good chunk of this video, I welcome you to check it out and go back, check it out. Definitely, you're welcome to share out these videos, okay? If you want to share them out to your friends, whatever have you, please feel free to share out the show, okay? Please share them with your family, with your friends. Once again, take this time to say thank you so much for being a support to the Thoughts for Vision blog and radio show. Like I said, still in celebrating 7 years of Thoughts for Vision. Going to continue throughout November the 8th. I welcome you to continue to check that out. May do some special things throughout the rest of the time if I can. Be on the lookout and just continue to be of support of Thoughts for Vision. Okay? Thank you so much for your support. And with that, that is going to wrap up the show for today. Thank you so very, very much for tuning in to the Thoughts for Vision radio show today. And remember, God's thoughts plus your vision equals greatness. Once again, God's thoughts plus your vision equals greatness. Take care. You have a wonderful day. And I will see you on the radio soon. Take care and God bless.